the following presentation of the National Football League.
You get a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago Bears.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
And in year two, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
DJ Moore. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He's close to a first down. To gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been a passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Chicago.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The ability to read and then react on this run, that was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, you take him down for a loss.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jonathan Allen getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage. And that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 21, here's second down and 9. Moore going in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds. And it will be third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion, it's Odunze. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
9 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He gets this complete to Burton. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big-time play for the Bears. A pickup of 44 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead.
The score, Bears 10, Vikings nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. The ball's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 2nd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
McCarthy's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It'll be a Vikings first down.
It's a gain of 10.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Here's Ryan Wright now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successful. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Action made. It's Burden. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
A play fake. Now Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They'll come up here first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. On the bootleg, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 40. That's going to be blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
Moore going in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll take this down to the 47. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
At the 47-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. On play action, here's McCarthy. A short run taken by Hawkinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. And it's exactly what they're able to do on that 1st down play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and watch back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the 1st down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your 1st foot down, drag the 2nd. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will open up a 13-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
43-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now, it's McCarthy. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Vikings.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Moore going in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here's a 3rd and 10. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Running left, it's Jones. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He runs with it.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is caught. What a throw. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Vikings.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He knocks it through, and the Vikings are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Vikings 7.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Still Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll go into a slide here and mark him just a little short of the 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. The Bears have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And 5 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's going to run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Right back to Moore, another grab. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Jones, room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's McCarthy. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got Komet. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Chicago Bears.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the give, it's Swift. Finds room inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A play fake. Now Williams to the left side into the hands of Moore. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They will run it over center with Swift. And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run with Swift. And he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdowns and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. To begin this drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Now McCarthy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They get 12 yards on that pass. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Down the sideline, past the 45, and he'll be taken down. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And third down coming up. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Vikings 14.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
And he let him a bit too much. And pass is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The Bears send out their punt team. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his 1st effort. Looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Now on 1st and 10. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's McCarthy. Oh, they're run him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, It all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Forced out left. He's going to tuck it and go. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Swift. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Cashman on the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Come on, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
The Bears sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. In motion, it's Jefferson. Play action now. It's McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one on target to Moore. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 84 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Reichert now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Vikings 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Taken down back
at this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Another run here, another run by Swift. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
Gonna look deep, looking for more. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 67 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the Vikings 9-yard line.
Second and 7. Give up the middle with Swift. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
35, Vikings 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Finding space at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
First down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Tackled back at the 33-yard
How often
line.
do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Short pass caught by Oliver. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities.
And he will score! Game on! T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown Vikings. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings back within 7. It's 35-28. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to Swift. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Here's Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, it's over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota. To the right side, this is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He takes off. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
That defender, he got in the quarterback's face in a hurry, but he does a nice job of sensing the rush, avoiding the sack, and checks the ball down to his running back to save that play from what looked like being a big loss.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Minnesota.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
And this is what happens when you get a little too cute. So there's a fine line in the NFL, Mike, between being creative and innovative and also overthinking it. And I think this kind of falls into the latter category. I like the idea of pushing the envelope and giving the defense something they're not used to. But you, at the same time, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and go backwards.
McCarthy going to tap this one forward to his receiver. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Here it is, 4th down and goal. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Now the work is, and he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. On the give, here's Swift. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. We're all set to kick this one away.
For the Bears.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.